In this video, we will be discussing about how to draw the atomic structure. Okay, let's take an example. Calcium, whose atomic number is 20, so electron will also be 20. Okay, now let's see how it follow the rules. So, according to first rule, that is 2n square formula, calcium, whose atomic number is 20. So according to this rule, K shell, K shell can accommodate 2 electron. Okay, so firstly we will write 2 electron in K shell. And L shell can have maximum 8 electrons. So put 8 electron in L shell. Now remaining electron means how many electron is left? 10 electron. So we are following the first rule. Ki first shell can have maximum 2 electrons, second shell can have maximum 8 electron, and third shell means M shell can have maximum 18 electron. So we put remaining 10 electrons. Got it? And shells are filled in a stepwise manner. Shells are filled in a stepwise manner means first energy level means lower energy level, higher and highest energy level. Now let's see the third rule. Minimum number of electron can be accommodated in the outermost shell is 18. So we are following this rule, third rule we are following. The maximum number of electron can be accommodated in the last shell is 8. No. According to this rule, we are wrong. Okay, we are not following the third rule. Because according to this rule, last shell cannot have more than 8 electron. Okay, so what we will do? In first shell, just place 2 electron. Second shell, place 8 electron. In third shell, write 8 electron. And fourth shell, we can write 2 electron. 8, 8, 16, 17, 18 and 20. Okay, so in this way we will write. Now we are following the rules. According to first rule, first shell K 2 electrons, second 8 electron, third 8 and last shell 2 electron. Shells are filled in stepwise manner K, L, M, N. Okay, and maximum number of electron can be accommodated in the outermost shell as 8 or less than 8. Okay, in this way we are following all the rules. Got it? Now see the atomic structure. Here you can see in center what is there? Proton and neutron. It is positive charge because due to proton and neutron is neutral. So nucleus is positive charge and orbital is negatively charged. Negatively charged electrons are rotate around the nucleus. Okay. Now in first shell means K shell, place 2 electron. Second L shell, place 8 electron, and in M shell, place 8 electron, and N shell we can place 2 electron. Got it? Similarly, in case of potassium, whose atomic number is 19, 2 electron in K shell, 8 electron in L shell, again 8 electron in M shell, because we cannot write in M shell we cannot write 9 electron. According to third rule, that only 8 electron, according to second rule, that outermost shell can have maximum 8 electrons, so we cannot place 9 electron in outermost shell. So we will write 8 electron here and remaining 1 electron in N shell. So now we are following all the rules of Woodbury. Okay, so 2 electron, here you can see we place 2 electron in K shell. L shell can have 8 electron, M shell can have 8 electron, and just place 1 electron in N shell. So 2, 8, 8, 1. And what is the valency of K? If the outermost shell electron is having less than 4 electrons, so valency will equal to the valence electron. Here you can see it is also valence electron is also less than 4 electrons. So what is the valency? It will equal to the valence electron. So valency of calcium will be 2. Means it can, by donating 2 electron, it can attain its stability. If it will donate the electron, these 2 electron, calcium can attain stability. Here you can see if it will donate 1 electron, so it can get its stability. Means in its outer it will get 8 electron in its outermost shell. So those element who is having 8 electron in its outermost shell get stable. Okay. Now let's take another example. Argon, whose atomic number is 18 and configuration 288. We are following all the rule LKLM. First shell 2 electron, second 8 electron, in M shell 8 electron. Now what you are saying here, it is having 8 electron in its outermost shell. So argon do not need to donate or accept the electron to attain the stability, because it is already stable. It is already having 8 electron in its outermost shell. Okay, so what is the valency of argon? It will be 0. Valency of argon will be 0, because argon does not need to accept or donate the electron, because it is already having 8 electron in its valence shell. Got it? So place 2 electron in K shell, 8 electron in L shell, and 8 electron in M shell. Got it? Let's take one more example of chlorine, whose atomic number is 17, 287. Okay, so place 2 electron in first shell. This is lower energy shell, higher than K shell, 8 electron, and it is the highest. It is higher than the K shell, and it is the highest energy level shell, where we can place 7 electron. Now tell me, what is the valency of chlorine? If I told you, if the number of valence electron or outermost shell electron is more than 4, then what we will do? We will just subtract the number from 8. So by subtracting the number from 8, how much we will get? 1. So what is the valency of chlorine? It will be 1. So by donating, what is the valency? 1. Okay. So by accepting 1 electron, it can attain its stability. Okay. If chlorine will gain 1 electron, it will get stable. It can get stability, or it can attain the octet rule. It will have 8 electron by gaining 1 more electron in its outermost shell. So valency of chlorine will be 1. Got it? That's it.